And here we are in the Golden Dawn War as we get to see how far Yuno and the rest of the knights have progressed since that little while ago that we've seen them, and we're just going to go right into it and all that with some Black Clover. And if you didn't know as well, that's some fantastic news as well involving Black Clover, is that we are getting an OVA anime. I've already done a video of that, you know, round about, you can check that out on the channel itself and all that, but there's some goddamn excitement and all that to be had, since, you know, this is probably the biggest and all that Clover is at the moment, and I gotta say, especially with chapters like this and all that, it makes me just more and more excited to read every one and more of the chapters. So from what we got to see of like 3 of the 8 generals and all that, like, to be fair, like, they were actually, you know, doing a little bit of work. I kind of like they were like, oh, quick, put a barrier around, like, we can actually protect the city and all that. It's like, you really want to put this? And it's just like lightning magic, thunder phoenix, multiple ballistas like that. It just fires it off. It goes boom, 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 boom. And it's just like, you guys are weak and fucking pathetic. Look at this stuff. And like, they're just like enjoying themselves. And it's just like, let's just charge in and all that. It's like, you know, like, I'm going to do my own stuff. It's like, they're clearly not really listening to the strategies that they have for like one of like the generals were saying. As like the big guy that looks like a giant sheep and all that. It was like, oh, screw this and all that. And he just goes red orca make jungle rush like that, where he just like gets this giant boar-like creature, smashes through the wall like Rhino Attack on Titan style, like, you know, like stuff going from there. And it's just like, honestly, what they are not even taking these characters at all very seriously as well. And then it's like, oh, these like guys think they like they're worth shit and her and like that, and just literally, you know, seeing how far that he's already progressed, like pulling out magic of like Tornado Fang, this wind magic, where he's just like completely shredded this guy's like magic like it was nothing. And it's just like, you really want to try this? And like, honestly, like, it's very weird to see him like have this kind of weird relationship with like the actual like the Pixie, or like one of the major 4 spirits, and it's just like, hey, and all that, where'd you go off ignoring me, you little piece of shit, and all that. It's like, why you try to strike poses and all that? It's like, you think you're so cool. Like, the whole Grey Spirit is literally ripping like fucking Yuno or like asshole and another. It was just like, what the hell are you doing? Like, just say, oh yeah, Yuno, you're trying to act all fucking cool and antsy, and I'm like, oh, I love that's why it's like, you're getting called out for exactly what you are, you know. Oh, I'm the cool kid and all that, the silent badass type and all that. And it's just like, and then she was like, alright, now let's go finish these guys off and all that, and it's like, go on a date and all that, and he's just like, just go by yourself, like, I don't care and all that. It's like, let's screw this shit. And even with, like, you know, like, from what we were seeing, like, you know, we saw with Asu's, like, that damn, you know, like, they're, like, getting ahead of themselves. And I like to say, as well, like, a lot of people saying, like, Juno for a while, which, what the fuck are you guys do? I know the translations have been fucking that up, and it's like, it's clearly Yuno, like that. I got the volumes, the official fucking volume, where it says it, and it's like, it's not Juno. Like, I keep thinking that shitty fucking, like, rom-com film or that stuff, but no, it's Yuno, alright? So I just wanted to get that clearly across all that. But Asta, like, yo, take a fucking sit down. I was like, you need to sit the fuck down, Asta, where it was like, you want to go out there with 2 broken arms? I could fight, I could do something like that. And it's just like, yeah, with those injuries, you're literally going to get in the way. However, like, Charmy, like, and Yami are like, well, Yami wants to go in there, and he's like, I'm itching and all that, and saying, you know, like, I feel pretty invincible right now, like, with all the damage and all that, and it's like, there's some stuff I need to check on going in there. And it sounds like, you know, like, with someone that he needs to check on, it sounds like he's talking about William himself, like, with the Vengeance, like, seeing, like, that's going to be the thing about it, where it's like, you know, like, okay, like, what exactly have you got with Vengeance and all that, like, you need to, like, talk to him about. There's clearly something going on, I think, between Yami and him. And like, Charmy was like trying to be acting all badass, saying like, no, like, let me go and all that, you know, like, I will take care of it as a high ranked officer and all that. I will go and protect him. And it's like, the main reason she wants to go is like, oh, my fucking Prince of Meals is here. It's like, oh, my dreamy prince, like that. And it's like, yeah, like, then it was like, what the hell? It's just like Charmy. And like, chapter literally ends with like, we see this new guy like wrangles, like, I believe, like, with Vengeance. So I'm really curious to know, I see like what exactly like is going to be up with him. But one thing we noticed right at the end, and I know a lot of people didn't catch that, was like when he was like, let's make these ignorant fools regret having taken a single breath to stepping foot in my kingdom, like that. So that could be saying something right there. It's like, he might actually have something to say about that, where it's like, no, he's like insinuating that, no, this is my kingdom, that I want that. Or he could be saying like, you know, I'm protecting my kingdom, this is like, you know, the place I care for. However, I did notice as well exactly what his magic was at the end and all that, which was like, it it was calling like the wide range magic activates right at the end of the chapter, but you could see that it was plants, and I was like, oh, that's actually really cool, because if people don't know, like in his original series, Hungry Joker, one of the main like villains and all that they had and all that had this really cool like plant power that was actually really useful. So he can do some real cool stuff with the plant stuff, so I'm actually looking forward to like that kind of being reutilized in a way, and with the character, obviously with the series, it's a lot more successful than like obviously what we previously saw from other series and all that. But I definitely, you know, I really want to see, like, I think it's now a good time to see a little bit more of the Golden Dawn there. Also the characters and all that we've been wanting to see for a while alongside with Yuno. But the one thing that like I'm a little bit annoyed with this chapter, I was like, Asta, you should have taken the sit out. Like, you know, I feel like this should have been Yuno's time and all that. I don't want you like Asta coming in and doing anything to like, or like finding it. I was like this should be Yuno's time to shine and finding out a little bit more about the Golden Dawn. I'm fine with Charmy, and I'm fine with like Yami stepping in, because like Yami clearly has some stuff that he wants to talk to with, well, like with Vengeance. So I'm really curious and all that, what sort of that's going on. But yeah, I think I really did enjoy the chapter, and let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. What do you think about this one? I definitely did enjoy this one. I think it was a good chapter, setting up some stuff with Yuno, also as well with this like William Vengeance guy, like the leader of the Golden Dawn. I'm really curious to see what the hell's going on with that, and some other Golden Dawn members. I'm kind of curious to see what's going to be on that, and showing his magic right at the end was that plant magic, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to be doing with that. And just it was a good chapter, but it wasn't like, oh my god, amazing, stand out and all that. I definitely still think it was good, so I definitely would give it a 6.5 to 7. I think it was a pretty enjoyable chapter nonetheless and all that. But that's all for me, so I will see you beautiful bastards though next time.